everyone, Jared, Lee, and Drew. My name's Ning. I represent Showbiz from Taiwan. It's a great honor to have you today.
Hello, Ning from Taiwan. It's great to see your face.
I wanted you to meet legendary Adam Newman and his wife,
Chief Branding Officer.
改编自真人真事，安海瑟薇和杰瑞德雷托在影集《新创玩家》中饰演失业暴起暴落的疯狂创业夫妻档。
That's 1.9 billion in losses.
Nothing is more important than us.
I have a responsibility to think bigger. I'm a golden goose laying golden eggs.
You couldn't do this without me.
We're going to war! We do this together. We can change everything.
So, and in WeCrashed, we can see Rebecca is enthusiastic about her career and persists in her belief, and she's good at supporting and encouraging her husband, Adam. And you've starred many other successful businesswomen like Jules in The Intern and Andrea in The Devil Wears Prada. How does it feel to be Rebecca this time, and what do you find the most attractive?
The thing that I was drawn to most about Rebecca was her purity. You know, when I was doing my research to play the part, I spoke to a lot of people that knew her, and the word that kept coming up to describe her was sweet. That she was really, really sweet, and that she was really earnest and authentic in her desire to do good in the world and make the world a better place. And I was very touched by that. And, you know, because obviously the story is what it is and certain behavior was what it was, but I just thought, oh, that's a very human thing to have a goal, see something for yourself, and it must be very difficult to know that you weren't able to execute your goal in exactly the way you wanted to. So I feel a lot of compassion for her.
Rebecca kept talking about manifesting. She believes in energy among people around the universe. What do you think of it? Do you have any amazing experience of manifesting in real life? Or what is the most you want to manifest at this moment, if there is?
Right now, if I could manifest anything, it would be peace. And that's sort of my focus right now about all of it. But I feel like talking about my personal beliefs about manifesting or anything like that, I don't think it'll come off very well in print or or through the press. So I might keep that part to myself, but hopefully we're all working on manifesting peace right now.
There's a lot of fans are looking forward to the collaboration of Jared and Anne this time. So what's your take on this experience to work with each other? And if you use 3 words to describe each other, what would they be?
3 words to describe Jared: fearless, fun, excellent. He's wonderful. It was such a positive experience. I was so inspired. He's really inspiring too. That would be another word. I loved working with him, and I felt so grateful every day that he was my partner in this one, because he's so, it was so wild, and he's so passionate about what he does, and I feel the same way. And so I felt like his freedom gave me freedom, and we just cared so much about each other's performance, and it was a really wonderful partnership.
I would say she's powerful, creative, and a pro. Every scene that we did was a surprise, and you know, these characters are really, really fascinating, and you know, Annie and I both recognized there was an opportunity here to do something special with one another. So every day was surprising. Every day was a wild, wild ride. Yeah, she was a perfect partner, and I feel really lucky that I had a chance to work with her in this way. And I feel like, you know, every scene we did was really rich and fulfilling, and I appreciate that.
Who wins in a fight? The smart guy or the crazy guy? Are you crazy enough? I may be.
You know you're not God, right?
You have to admit, I do look a little bit like him.
I think that we have some similarities. You know, I'm a singer in a rock band called 30 Seconds to Mars, and you know, when you start a rock band, it's an entrepreneurial pursuit. It's also a creative one. And I think standing on stages around the world, we've played in Taiwan as well before. We had a concert one time in Taiwan. It was a beautiful experience. But I think that helped inform quite a bit. quite a bit, yeah.
除了搭档演出备受瞩目，小安和杰瑞德还身兼执行制作，对影集的投入更让编剧们印象深刻。
Jared and Anne were both incredibly involved. It wasn't simply that they showed up on set and read their lines and then they went home. There was a level of investment and passion from both of them that I had never seen before in my career. And so much as we were shooting and developing the scripts and rewriting the scripts were conversations that led to more nuanced, more surprising, more provocative choices from the writing, and then that would obviously translate into the episodes themselves.
You know, she's super experienced, and I enjoyed her perspective. And you know, it for me it was a once in a lifetime project. It's a wild ride, and I hope that audiences are engaged and entertained and fascinated as much as I was.
The one thing I'll add to that is that, you know, their involvement, just as Lee said, extended into every area. I mean, in working with our production designer, Amy Williams, Anne had opinions about, you know, what the Newman's apartment would be decorated with, and the props on set, and what kind of mug Rebecca would drink out of. And Jared had opinions about what the sunglasses would be like, and he wanted to match a pair he had found in a photo. So they touched almost every aspect of the show.
The devil is in the details, as they say. And I think it's important to, you know, no detail is too small to examine, and it's important, you know, all those minute decisions, those small choices, they all add up to a greater whole.
So WeCrashed not only talk about the rise and fall of the company we work, you focus more on relationship, the love story between Adam and Rebecca. Could you please share more about this idea with us?
The decision to focus on Adam and Rebecca, it for us, it's actually what attracted us to this story, because as we started to read and learn more about it, we realized there is no story without the love story between Adam and Rebecca, right? That before Adam meets Rebecca, he's a guy trying to sell onesies with knee pads for babies, and he's trying to sell collapsible women's heels, right? He was, by Adam Newman's own account, he was kind of a salesman hustling who couldn't find his big idea. And in many ways, Rebecca helped him find that big idea. So the story of WeWork is the story of Adam and Rebecca.
Okay, at last, if possible, could you please recommend WeCrashed to Taiwanese fans in one sentence?
I would say, one sentence, Jared Leto gives one of his best performances yet.
相信不止杰瑞德的演技精彩，和小安之间擦出的火花绝对是一大看点。奥斯卡最佳男女配的联手肯定不会让大家失望的。
Thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
完全娱乐独家采访报道。
完全娱乐